What up, guys? Today is day 6 of the 90-day dreamer. And the update. Well, right now I'm on the way. I gotta go fill up some water jugs in the house at this place called Water and Ice. But my Friday night ended up getting thrown off a little bit. I stayed up till probably like 2:30, maybe 3 a.m. And I didn't go to the gym yesterday. I did go on a walk in the morning, and then I went on another walk with my wife and my son and my dog, and probably walked about a mile. So I walked about 2 miles yesterday, and that was kind of all the activity I did. Now, I did eat very clean yesterday. I did not have any unnecessary carbs. I feel like I had sweet potatoes. I did have my neighbor over the fence. You guys ever watch Home Improvement? In Home Improvement, he has the neighbor and they're like best buddies and they have full conversations and they're talking over the fence and stuff. That's literally what I have here. And in my backyard, my neighbor, he put a beer over the fence and said, "Here." And I don't drink, but a beer is not going to hurt anybody. And it was like a Miller Lite, so it was lower calorie than other ones. And then last night I did have a little bit of a snack. I had peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and I had peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and I had like this little mini pizza, but the calories weren't terrible on it. I mean, it's not ideal, and they're not terrible. I think the issue is that I didn't go to the gym. I would say that, sorry, checking the mic. I would say that that's the biggest concern, is that I didn't go to the gym. Yes, I walked twice, but if I'm going to walk twice, then I really need to tighten up my eating, and I can't allow myself to slip like that again. It doesn't feel good. And then I wake up today, and then my day is kind of thrown off because of that. First off, I woke up a little bit later. I woke up 2 hours later, which is usually, I'm getting my walk in. I'm getting a couple morning things in. Any sort of scripture reading, I'm getting in. Whoops. Gotta hit this low U-turn for a second. That's usually when I'm getting it in. So I didn't really have it this morning the same way. And then my wife was so tired, so I just wanted to help with the baby. She really needed me to, but I wanted to, kind of let her sleep uninterrupted. So from like 11 to 3, I don't even know. I left my phone at home. That's how like screwed up my day has been. I left my phone at home. I did bring my wallet though. Yep. So I probably had him from like 11 to 3, and I didn't. And then so I woke up at 9, was kind of having a slower start to my morning. I made a good healthy breakfast, made some eggs. I haven't eaten bad today. I haven't drank a lot of water. That's why I'm on the way to get this water right now. So that has definitely affected how my day has felt. And I feel a little off today because of the lack of workout yesterday. My body's a little stiff, probably from the peanut butter jelly and that little pizza. I can't even lie to you. I had two of those little peanut butter and jellies, and the calories aren't great on those. Like, again, it's not diabolical. I'm not eating donuts. But I want to get to where I don't even look at those, I'm like, I plan so far ahead. And then you guys seen the dinner I had was the steak and the sweet potatoes. So I think that the steak and the sweet potatoes are, a good like cherry on top for yesterday. Excuse me. But that would have been great, post-workout. A good post-workout meal, that would have been so fire. So I'm kind of just now getting started with my day, and it's unfortunate, but also it kind of reminds me of something, to be intentional with my time, and to also, like, I don't need to rush everything, because then I miss moments. I miss important moments. Like, hanging out with my son is an important moment. Being with my wife, and maybe even like yesterday, I took the time and went on that extra walk with both of them. And, I think that I should be able to do stuff like that without feeling guilty. Like, that's what I don't want. Why would I want to feel guilty for that? Like, that's something that, like, that's what I'm living for anyway. That's what I'm working for, is those moments, to be able to have those moments. So I got to enjoy them and not be like, oh my God, I got to go work. Oh my God, I got to go do this. But I have had a hard time getting things done with my work because everything else has been consuming me, and I don't want to drop this plan and be like, oh, I'm done with the 90-day thing. I need to lock in on my business. No, this 90-day plan is to lock in on my business, but I know that it's like small daily wins that lead there, and it's not going to be me absolutely fixing this overnight. I'm not going to be able to fix it overnight. And I know that I have a lot of areas that I need to work on, and it's not just my health, and it's not just my business, and it's not just my family stuff. But it's going to take time to change those things, to make any change that means anything. Sorry, I got to change a setting on here because the camera goes away. If I want to make change long term, I just have to learn to adapt and to navigate, and then to still get things done. Like, I know that this is one example, and then I got to go in here and get this water. But I know that I've had a lazy, past 15 hours. It hasn't been like what it could have been, and I ate a couple things I shouldn't have ate. So I got to fill up these 2 jugs that, they get decently heavy when you fill them up. They're not real heavy. What I'm gonna do is I parked a little bit further away. I'm gonna go walk over there. I'm going to fill them up, and then I'm going to walk them back over. There's an open parking spot right in front of the place. I'm not parking there. I parked back because I want to walk, because I need a little bit. I didn't do my walk this morning yet with the weighted vest. I did go walking, but I just walked with Trey. So I don't know. I'm trying to get better. I need to get better. I need to dial in my work more. I definitely need to work more and find time to do that, because it is very important. Like, I have to provide, and I have to grow my business, but it can be very difficult to balance all of these things, being a new dad plus trying to make all these changes, like when you feel disgusting because you're overweight and all this. So it's like, I have a lot of things I'm paying attention to. I'm not just trying to be a good dad but be unhealthy and killing myself. No, I'm trying to set an example and show my son, hey, when life gets hard, you still have to take care of your body. You still have to take care of your health. Yes, you might slip up. Yes, you might eat some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but those don't define you, and those things don't suck you in anymore, and then you go on a downward spiral of eating negative all day. I'm done with that. I don't want to do that. Today I woke up, I ate very clean. I've had no carbs today other than what was in the cheese. And I do need to drink some water, but I came to get the water, so I might just have water for the rest of the day and then have, just fish or something for dinner instead of making a carb as well. But I don't know. It's like a learning process as I'm going, and then also weighing my food has given me some good perspective. But now I even my workout plan is week by week, and that's kind of how I want to look at this. I want to review my week by week and kind of just overview. Okay, what was my weight at the beginning of the week? Okay, the end of the week. How many days did I work out? Okay, and how many calories? All right, Thursday it really spiked. All right, well, let's make sure we have some snacks by Thursday that are a little healthier so we can, try to curb that appetite, or, something. I want to make changes based on data from now on. I want to do better at that. And I haven't done a great job at that in my life because I move off of reaction and how I feel, but I want to move based on data. I want to eat my breakfast based on what I know works in my life because I tracked it. Not because, I'm craving donuts, let's go get donuts. Maybe every once in a while I can have a donut, and that's perfectly fine, but that is not my life. And it has been, and I've been addicted to it. I've had a food addiction. I'll pull into Whataburger and order $30 worth of food, you know what I mean? Or go to Panda Express or, and go eat these diabolical meals, or go to a gas station and get, the other day, it was kind of healthy, but for something diabolical, it was healthy. I got a protein bar and 2 of their like jalapeno cheddar sausages, and you know, they're not good because it's like got grease on it. It's like a lot of like weird calories. They're both processed things. But that was growth compared to getting gummy worms and all that. And I haven't done that this week. I haven't gone and splurged in the store and bought snacks and like secretly ate them, you know, or shoved. And that's a real thing, bro. It's really an addiction. So as I'm battling that, as I'm also, you know, trying to focus and build this business and be a good father and husband, it's difficult navigating these things, man. But thank you guys for watching in this journey, man. And we are going to grow. You know, I know a lot of the challenges that are on social media they're posted different. It'll be posted and it'll be like, I went from this to this in 90 days. I changed X, Y, and Z. I did cold plunges every day for 90 days. And then they show you the progress, but they fast forward it. This is like a documentary. You got to really be dialed in that process and not looking for that short form or short-term gratification, because this is almost like a podcast, bro. This is a podcast of me saying, all right, here's all the stuff I'm doing. Here's what I'm trying to do. And then at the end of this 90 days, we're going to have all done it together. You guys are like, oh, he's right. I need to do that too. Or, oh, that's a good way to think about it. Or maybe that makes you think about something a different way. Or it's, I don't know. It just makes you want to be more vulnerable in your life and in your content. I think that's what we need, man. Content is such a weird thing, and everybody tries to be famous and tries to go viral. But I think the only content that has any longevity is realness. You know what I mean? People will always watch a documentary if it's tough. You know, at the end of the day, when you become somebody or you pass away, then documentaries become valuable. So we're all going to pass away. Maybe not all of us become somebody famous, but we'll all pass away. So will a documentary like this help change my family's life? Because, you know, maybe, you know, I'm old and trying to have that generational wealth and take care of my family, and I pass away and I'm 90 something, and whatever I filmed here is like a whole process and whatever, and that pops off and the brand pops off and even more, and then it helps take care of my family. I don't know what it leads to, but I know that what it could lead to. It can lead to change in my own life right now, growth in my own life just in a week, just in 2 weeks, in 90 days. And it can lead to change in a lot of other people's lives as well, man. A lot of other people's lives as well. Not because I'm this transformative guy and you need to listen to me, but because you can also lock in on what you need to lock in on and start tracking it. I might not be doing it right. You know, I'm not even that good with systems, but I'm trying, you know, and that's what's important. If you eat unhealthy, or you're saying, man, I'm trying to get on track with this, or I need to start doing my business. Oh, I got this idea. You got to start putting those things in play. You can't just talk about your dreams all the time. You have to actually put your foot down and another one in front of the other one and walk, you know, to your daily task that are building up to achieve that dream. You can't just have a dream and be like, yeah, one day I'll get that opportunity. I'll get that call. Nobody's going to call you and have your business started and have it making money and have it, you know, thriving. Or nobody's going to call you and say, hey, you just lost 50 pounds. No, they're not going to do that. I mean, what's going to happen is you're going to get a call from your doctor and saying, hey, you got diabetes because you're too big, you know, and I don't want that call either. I don't know why the camera keeps overheating. It's not even that hot out here. I wonder if this thing will survive the Arizona summer. It does not seem like it will survive more than probably like 4 minutes of recording, because it cut off at, I don't know, however long I was talking in the car, like 8-9 minutes, maybe 12 minutes. I don't really know. I got to revive my business. I have neglected it. I have neglected the customers. I have neglected my orders. I have neglected the shorts. I've neglected the design. I've neglected everything. I have been so... It's not necessarily... I'm going to try to clean up a little bit while I talk to you guys. Let me see if I can set you up at like a unique angle here. This might be OD. This might be OD. I might not be able to do this. Let's see. Maybe that works. Maybe that works. The funny thing is I'll be at this angle. Since I can't see the monitor, I will be talking for an hour and not realize that the camera cut off because I'm not even looking at it. But I do need to get stuff done. It's a mess, bro. Judge me if you want. I don't care. I am telling you right now, I have sucked as a business owner. I have not given this business what I could. This is a part of the 90-day situation, is to get all my stuff right, bro. With my son getting here in November and kind of so many changes that have happened, I allowed myself to... okay, I guess I haven't adapted the way that I should and the way that I have needed to adapt. With just being a dad and a business owner and a husband, there's so many things that I've just like put off and not done it or not been consistent. And it's okay, I think, I hope. I mean, hopefully my business isn't cooked completely. Hopefully it's not done for. But I'm not going to think like it is. You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, woe is me, and oh, nobody's buying my product. Our sales are for sure down, but it's directly connected to my lack of effort that I've put in. And I'm trying to put in more now. And my goal is to get things organized. If I get this business organized, like physically, and then I get it organized in our SOPs, like all of our operating procedures and how things are done and how things are handled, and almost like where things go as far as our tech packs, our designs, like what do we do with orders that are being returned and X, Y, and Z, like just having a system. So because what being a dad is making me have to do is be very, very intentional with all of my time. Sometimes I'm not, but I have to be because I don't get to spend a lot of time in my business. I don't get to come out here and just disappear how I used to. You know what I mean? When my wife was pregnant, I could go work for 5 or 6 hours. She might get irritated if, you know, it's getting a little bit late and I'm not ready for bed. But now it's a lot different because I can't really do that because I have to be available. And then it is honestly such a blessing, bro, to... it's honestly such a blessing to be in here and like have the ability to be near my family, and I can work from home, but I just haven't treated it good, you know. And I just got an opportunity to potentially, you know, help somebody working with their social media, and it's kind of a remote job. It's like in person 1 day a week, and you know, it should be, you know, a good amount of money to where I can cover my bills, but I can also still work in this. So I need to build all this stuff out, and I can't fully rely on it for my income, my family's income, and, you know, doing it like that by myself yet. I still need to lock in and grind it out and build out the system so I can hire people out to help. You know, who's coming to pack orders or who's doing email stuff and how does all that work? So yeah, that's what I need to do and need to figure out. I'm still a little awkward when people are walking by and stuff. And then I'm just curious when I see people like just kind of like standing and staring or looking. Like I'm just like, you know, a little skeptical because I'm still new to all this. You know, it's only day 6 out here just filming. And technically I'm not in public. So it can be a little awkward. What up, bro? That man got the dreamer hat on. Rocking the dreamer today, huh?
Yes, sir. Freaking table. Yeah, let's go. I ordered a table for $400 and it was broken. Oh, every piece was broken.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, throw it out. Okay. I know, buddy.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro? Matt.
Oh, your microphone?
David.
Cool.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're going to the, we're going to go watch the Niners play tonight, so.
Yeah, who do they play?
We're going to play Seahawks,
Uh-oh.
Fuck
unfortunately.
Uh-oh. That's going to be a game.
Dude, fuck Seattle. I hate Seattle so much. I don't even care about the Niners really that much.
I invited my friend over here. We've been drinking, dude.
Yeah.
So, If you want it, Miller, you're more than
Honestly,
welcome to roll through.
I don't give a fuck about that game. I'm worried about the Broncos trying to win right now.
This is the guy that hooks me up with the cool swag, man.
Oh yeah, I like that Dreamer.
Thanks, bro.
That's cool. Yeah,
I got a shirt for you if you want it.
I'm down. Yeah.
Yeah, but I give you one. Yeah, I can do that. I'll just bring it to you.
Hang on, buddy. We're gonna take this to the dumpster.
Yeah, I'll catch you on the way back.
Yeah, I like.
Here you go, bro.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh
Yeah, look at this guy right here. This footage is very overexposed, but this guy wearing a Dreamer outside, just casual. Dude, the sun is cooking this footage.
Get the
Need an ND filter.
involved right here too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go support the company right there, man. I don't know if you believe in Jesus, but that has a Bible verse on the back. That shirt does. So
I believe
Yeah.
in Jesus. I do.
that's okay though. I just didn't know. I mean, you know, you might not want it if it has a Bible verse on the back, but
I'm down.
yeah, that's just a outreach shirt. It says on the back, it's a verse from Matthew, and it says, dang, I can't think of it. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's got your name on the back then. Look at the Lord.
I went to QT today to buy some beer, and a guy was like, "Dude, let me take a photo of the back of your shirt." And I was like, "Awesome, go ahead." And took a photo of it, and it was really cool. And I've had
Today?
yeah,
What the heck?
dude, because I was rocking the shirt all day, and then like I've had multiple compliments on this shirt. Like,
That man got the Dreamer on.
Yep.
Yeah.
he's got the music classes.
It's actually nice, comfortable too. It's hella comfortable. Fucking fuck with that.
Sweet.
It's like one of those skate videos.
Good job, dude.
It's actually hella comfortable. I fucking fuck with it too.
Bro, I almost have anxiety in here right now because of how unorganized it is. But we are going to work on fixing it. I want it to feel nice in here, so when I come in here, it's like, all right, bro, you at work, you know? You're dialed, locked in at work. Maybe I just set this up in the corner, maybe. That'll work. I can slide this under, because that's just trash. Oh, I'm still trying to navigate this. I like the real rawness of these vlogs, though, you know. You guys might be bored, but I'm not necessarily here to entertain. I'm here to document and, you know, you guys know the gist, the story here. Now let's raise this bad boy up. Turn him so you guys can see. You guys are discovering it with me here. I'm trying to figure out, like, when I film in here, what's the look that we go for? What are the multiple angles that we use that you know, our content gets known for? Is this the angle that I use? Is this what's on the TikTok clips or on the Dreamer page? Is it this angle? You know, it's so funny, bro. I had this guy, so if you guys know who Joey Swole is, he posts a lot of videos, like somebody will be doing something in the gym and somebody will make fun of that person and Joey will call them out, or they'll be doing something like a person will film content in the gym and somebody will walk in front of their thing and they get mad and Joey will talk about it and say, well, you can't get mad, you're filming in a public gym, you know, stuff like that. He kind of addresses stupidity in gyms. And there was this video and this kid was talking about or this kid was like flexing in his phone, but it was just recording him. But regardless, you're still filming in a locker room and you shouldn't be, you know. And if somebody says something about it and asks you to like turn it off, you shouldn't like argue back, because like that's understandable. Like, okay, if you're in here, you don't like, I'm not filming you, but if you don't want to be, you know, like near the camera, like I get it, because I'm filming in public, I need to be respectful. But we live in this day and age where, you know, people feel like they can just film wherever, film whoever without their consent. And, you know, that's just awkward and I don't know. Regardless, the kid said something funny in the video. He was doing something that was dumb, but he said something funny because the guy said, "Are you filming?" And the guy said, "No, I'm taking pictures." And he said, just 60 per second. That's so funny because, you know, I'm a filmer. 60 frames per second, you're filming. You know, you're filming. It's a dumb joke, but it's funny. And I commented and I said, well, at least he was funnier. I said, you gotta admit that was a good one. Like, I'm not agreeing with the guy, but it was a good one. Like, it was something funny, because I appreciate comedy. I don't get in my feelings about it, you know. Well, apparently there was this guy, for some reason, in his feelings about whatever. But this guy had like 700,000 followers, and he is like a workout guy, and he posts content and probably makes money off of content. He like replies to my comment under that post and says something like, yeah, that's just as funny as a white guy talking in Ebonics. That's what he said. And then I said something about, I kind of just like addressed like, why are you making this personal? This has nothing to do. Like, what are you talking about? And he said something about, and you need to learn that a warehouse is not a little garage that you rent every month or something like that. And he was trying to fry this at the end of the day because he had looked at my page. But I kind of giggled because it's like, you don't even understand the half of it, bro. There's influencers that are in that position that like try to build a brand like how this one is. And it's difficult because nobody's going to buy something just because they say it. You know, some influencers have that ability, but that guy doesn't. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any products. If anything, he gets paid a lot of money, but he says other people's product. This is building a company. He doesn't even understand a portion of what this is. You know what I mean? And maybe he does. I don't know. I can't really judge him. But he's joking on this. And honestly, dude, I'm proud of this. I'm excited about this because it's like my own little space. It's different. It's motivating because it's like starting from zero again, but it's fire because it's its own thing. It's either been in, like, I've been shipping shorts out of my bedroom or my living room area, and all three of the apartments that I've lived in, it started in my bedroom, and then it went to the living room because I had more, and it was like kind of spread out on the couches. And then I moved to an Airbnb for like 3 months, and that's where the pictures were. It was all over the floor. And then the apartment that we moved into, we didn't have no couches or any living room because it was all Dreamer shelves. That's where we got the shelving. So each place that we've moved, the brand has had to upgrade in a way, and this is the biggest upgrade yet. And the brand is big. I mean, at the end of the day, it's in the NFL, and it's not like in the NFL like in that way, but you guys know what I mean, with the mouthpieces, and in colleges with the mouthpieces in game. NFL not in game, but college, it has been in game for Montana, for University of Arizona, for a couple of other schools. Like, it's a pretty big brand, and yes, it's in a small little storage unit, but it's so tough to me. And this is what I'm building, and I love what I'm doing. So it's just important for us to remember that the position that we are in is really none of anybody else's business. And since it's none of anybody else's business, when they say something about it or they try to make a jab at it and try to make you feel less than, it's like, bro, this is my process. Like, I don't even compare my process to anybody else's. I don't want to compare my brand to this guy or my content to this guy or this guy. I don't want to. I just want to create. I want to be creative. I want to build my own thing. I don't want to sit here and go back and forth. What are they dropping? I need to drop what they're dropping. Oh, what logo did they use? Let me make my logo like that. I don't want to do that. I want to drop what I like. I want to post content that I like, and I want to be able to build the things that I like in this business and do it the way that I want to do it. I don't want to be forcing it. So it's going to be a different process than if I'm trying to force it. If I'm trying to compare it to everybody else's brand, what I would be doing is I would be posted up with the lamb truck outside with my making my fit hard and posting up, and it's all the money that my brand is making, I'm putting into that. It's people that got a nice car, but they're living with 4 or 5 roommates, and they don't have anything like longevity wise built, but they're buying a car. Not to say that you can't do that or that they can't afford it. It's none of my business, but they're doing it for the gram. They're doing it to post on Instagram. I'm trying to build a brand that's in stores. I'm trying to build a brand that's in Shields, that's in Dick's Sporting Goods, that has licensing with colleges and University of Montana and University of Arizona and U of A and all types of schools. I'm trying to provide high school uniforms. I'm trying to take over in that lane, or not even take over, but just compete with those other big brands in the way that we're doing it. I don't want to compare, but I want to enter that space. So this is such a great part of this process. Now, if anything, the thing that I should get made fun of for is my lack of like taking advantage of this great position and really like locking in and giving everything my all, because I suck at that, bro. I really don't do a great job at giving this my all. And I kind of slack off a lot, and I don't get done what needs to get done all the time. And I really none of the time, like packing orders and responding to customers, and I'm just not good and consistent with it, you know. So those are the things that I really, really need to work on. But yeah, that's the goal here. Is like, bro, figure this stuff out, systemize all this, and continue to work on my in real life, not just social media or not just my brand, but also like my health. And yeah, it's difficult, man. It's so difficult doing all these things, but I'm grateful for it. And it's not to complain, but it's just addressing it. Like, it's supposed to be difficult. It's not for us to sit here and pretend like, oh, it's not difficult, I'm a man, I can handle this. But it's also not meant for us to be like, oh, I gotta deal with this. Why I don't want to complain like that, you know. I want to address the things that are hard, address the things that I'm struggling with, and then approach the change that I want to make in the appropriate manner. Like, imagine how cool that is versus like, I don't know, man. But I got a lot of stuff to figure out, like inventory wise, sizing wise, just in general, bro. And then with that new, like kind of job opportunity, that's going to take up a lot of my time as well. But it's something that will give me somewhat the freedom to work from wherever if I need to, as long as I'm like getting the things done that need to get done. I can just work from home and, like I said, go in person once a week, and then I still have time to work on my business, but I'm not having to rely on my business to pay me, and I can keep investing Dreamer and play the long game with Dreamer with content. This is what I want to do right now. My flesh wants to get so paranoid and say, oh my God, we're not selling that much stuff, and and I'm not making enough money, and I need to, let's post content. And then I start posting packing order vlogs and like just lazy content that is, there's no real story to it. There's no real premise. There's no real strategy, or even the stuff that we're selling. There's no foundation behind it. Like, our sizing is off, or like simple things like that. That stuff is low-key more important, because when the brand really pops off, I don't want to focus on, I'm about to pop it off right now and then fix it later, because it's already grown so much and it needs to be fixed right now. Let me, sorry. I don't, when I'm in this mode, I don't like to really have to interact. And the guy that I just gave the shirt to, God bless his soul, but I don't want them to come over here because I'm trying to get this point across and I need to get stuff done, but the garage door is open. So let me go shut this real quick. I feel rude doing that, but I mean, you guys understand. But yeah, man, I need to get all this stuff organized, but play more of the long game with it. And it would be nice to have some stability in another direction, and then be able to kind of put my mind on that without feeling like I need to rush this. Because I think that playing the long game with the brand is like, hey, if I do everything good and organize things by the time that football season rolls around, we will have a lot of products. We will have our size charts down. We will be able to have football uniforms or mouth guards and the streamer towels, and all types of things like that. Yeah, and then like another thing I think would be so cool is next year for Christmas. You know, I'm not real good at buying people Christmas gifts. I like to, but I'm always like very last minute, and then I like spam purchase like random things, and then I'm not very consistent because it'll be like I didn't get my mom nothing for Christmas this year, and it's just I don't know, bro. It's something that sucks that I do so last minute, and I don't prepare for it. And I feel terrible after, and I almost do it all the time, and I feel like it's greedy and selfish to not like have people feel good about the things that you bought. So what I want to do this coming Christmas, which is a whole year away, so I have plenty of time, I want to do like a friends and family drop to where, you know, maybe all the people that have the Dreamer logo tatted on them get this, as well as all the family, the local family, you know. So it might be like $1,000 worth of stuff because I'm ordering so many hoodies or so many jackets, or like a collection. Imagine I say, okay, there's Armani, there's Pablo, there's Isaiah, there's, you know, there's a long list of people that have the logo tatted. If I just have, okay, this is their size, this is this, when I order and I'm ordering an order, I can say, hey, I'm just going to order, I need 3 smalls, I need these mediums, I need this, and then send out packs to all those people, and it's friends and family, like only they have it, you know. And I think that's how we position our brand to have real leverage too, because those products like that and doing things like that, I don't really need to make money off of those, but they're great for marketing because they're cool in person. Y'all heard the guy earlier say that people were asking him about his shirt in public, and somebody took a picture of the back of his shirt. I mean, I think that is proof that what our brand stands for is something that's relatable to people. And I don't know. I think that it has so much potential to grow. And then imagine that there's these limited pieces that you can't get, but it's good marketing because people are like, oh, that's cool. Then they are led to the website and they find our other stuff that's more simple, and our stuff is affordable and cheap. Like, example, I just bought these Yeezy slides. Yeezys used to cost so much money. I have a pair of Yeezy Oreos that Carlos Miller gave me, and they're like $800 or something like that. And all Yeezy stuff used to be so expensive. But these slides, it said 6 to 8 week delivery. They literally got to the house in 4 days, and they were $20. You can't even buy Nike or anything. So Yeezy has turned his brand into an affordable brand and an available brand. And that's what I think people want. They don't want the drops and it sells out. They want good quality stuff that's reliable, that they can order from, and you drop different colors and you do different things that inspire them, and you do meetups and you do, you know, runs and like marathon type things, and you sponsor events and you sponsor fighters and you sponsor athletes, and they wear your brand in these situations. And then you build that strong foundation to where, hey guys, we just dropped these shorts, which these shorts never dropped. These never seen the light of day other than through our mystery box. You know, so a lot of people got these. I think there's the only pair left in a small. Maybe there's like 3 smalls max, but I have those because they were in the mystery box. And I ordered those, didn't want to drop them, but what if, you know, we did drops like this, but then things like the Dreamer Blue or the black shorts or the white shorts, those are always available and people can always buy. But you can also always buy a basic shirt. You can always buy the quote t-shirt. You can always buy athletic shorts, and you can always buy like hoodies. And those are on the website at all times, the basic stuff. And then we do drops with certain colors. So let me order all the basics. I'm going to go all shirts, all shorts, maybe boxers, tank tops, all that stuff that would just be on our website. Mouth guards, the streamer towels, you know, things that we have all basic colors always in stock at all times. And I order from our manufacturer like once every 60 days, and I get it on that type of flow. Oh, and our athletic shirt, you need to be able to get the athletic tee because that's a good workout shirt. And then we need to develop drops, and then the drops are what make the extra money and what make the brand cool and what make the community happen. Because when you have our Easter shorts from last year, the Genesis shorts, you are now looking at the shorts, and everybody that has them is kind of a part of a community that has those shorts. And there's only 70 of those shorts that exist for adults and for youth. So there's that. You know what I mean? And I just need to get better at that and figuring that out and figuring those numbers out. And really, I need to do a drop calendar. What I probably need to do is stop filming so many, like me just standing here talking, because this could be an hour of me actually working. But for some reason, talking is good for like my ideas, but I have a hard time executing sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. Just taking some notes in general, but I do need to get this stuff organized. I have such a hard time focusing, bro. All right, guys, so today hasn't been the exact way that I wanted, but I did get a good amount of stuff done. I did something unique here with the packing orders table here. I finally like organized the HQ, and I made the washer and dryer work as far as, you know, aesthetically somewhat. Like I kind of hid them. I want to make some more changes in here, but I need to get rid of those first before I can really sauce it in here. I'm trying to stabilize this thing, but stay. But yeah, we got these bins holding this up. I like this because I no longer am sitting down. I don't need to worry about this chair that, you know, this chair is not really that good to go under this because there's a lot of slouching. This is just like a cozy chair, like you're sitting outside, hanging out. Maybe you're sitting there while you're grilling or something like that. Maybe I even take this and put it in the backyard. But I think that this is so cool because I can finally, like, I can stand up and work. And when I'm holding my son, he doesn't really like to be like when I'm sitting down, and it's hard to like do stuff because you're like leaning. But here it's like, okay, I can hold you. I can write here. I can maybe pack orders, do something like that. But I've always wanted a taller desk, but don't want to spend any more money. You know, why am I going to spend $250 to get a desk that's tall when I can have this desk that I already have, or this is like a table for a pop-up. So my goal here is efficiency. It's not, I don't care right now about having all the best stuff or, you know, having the, you know, this not in a storage unit. No, I want this place to be effective and efficient. So this works. We have a pop-up. I grab this table. There's another table back there. Should be right there. And then we got, you know, little decorations. This will probably be our packing order station. I might keep this so I can have like a row of just tools and stuff that aren't on the table, because, you know, the table can kind of turn into a mess. So maybe I end up like taping some of these down, these boxes, and somewhat fitting them in here. So I'm giving myself a bit of a kind of like another shelf, but a shelf that's like long and square. Now I do have this shelf right here, but this shelf it's not really going to do it for me as far as being able to keep the bags up there or like square things. I mean, what I could do is I could grab, these books should go there. These are all books with, let me show you guys. These are all books with different colors for like hoodies and sweatpants and shirts. And they have item numbers on them. So I need to actually like look through these and pick out some stuff and start planning, but we'll get to that soon. And I'll film the process. You know, something that I realized today is, you know, because I think about, well, what can these documentaries, like what can I show other than sitting down and talking to you guys for 90 days, you know? I want to do the videos different than a lot of people that are like, oh, for 90 days. And those videos are great. I watch some, I like them, they inspire me. But some people do videos and they have the whole 90 days. They have the entire 90 days inside of the one YouTube video and it's like fast forward, it's like day 15 and it's like bro's struggling, and by day 30 I want to film the reel and like talk about it through that process. So I've been trying to think like, okay, well, what can I film to make these videos better and not as boring, and like still to where I don't have to overthink. And because that's a big thing that stops us from grinding, is we overthink and we're like, well, that's not really good and that's not gonna work, and it's just ridiculous. We shouldn't overthink that much. But I have been trying to plan out like some sort of shot list, but not scripting anything, but saying where can I shoot with the things that I got to do in my day-to-day. So like I'm telling you guys, hey, I'm trying to make all these changes. How can I show me making those changes and making that video interesting video, or just showing the cool parts of it and making sure that I'm talking about important things. I don't want to make these videos and then be like just sitting on here complaining about my day or something that was hard. I want to like show you guys. So, hey, I just learned something, or I just met somebody that's really cool, or whatever, and somebody has something that they want to say, whether it's about Jesus or it's about business or it's about just anything that they might have an opinion on, capturing it in the day. So I, with my list that is my entire day, there's things that I can document within that. So I have this 90-day dreamer chart, and I did change a couple more things on here, but not anything, too. I didn't change it to where it was too different. So right here we have, intention. What time I woke up. I put right here, what was my fasted weight? Did I realize this camera angle is very wide? So I probably look a lot skinnier than I am and look like Phineas, you know what I mean? Or Ferb. I think it's Ferb, actually. So fasted weight, journal. Like I can film, some weigh-ins. I can document. This is like how I have my vlog stuff set up so I know what day it is. And right now we're here. So this is today's, and then I decided I wanted to make some changes to it. So I made the changes, and here's kind of my setup here. I have my scripture of the day. So this makes sure that did I read scripture that day? If I did, then I'm going to write the scripture of the day that I have in my devotional. And then right here I have like, what day is it? So I know when I'm talking now. I've been in these last couple videos like, I don't know what day it is. I told you guys I had to figure it out. So sometimes I got to change things to, make them make sense. And then I changed the fitness. I added a push-up count on here because I do want to include push-ups. I might not start today, or maybe I do, but I want to over time progress and see how many push-ups I'm doing. That's something that's very important. And then I added sugar on here because sugar wasn't on here before, but I want to make sure that this number goes low. And I am consuming sugar in some meals, whether it's on purpose or on accident, or whether it's the cookies that I'm eating and stuff like that. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping track of those sugar levels. And there is something that is a bit diabolical today that I will be eating, and it sucks because I still haven't been to the gym, and I'm aware of it right now, and it's just one of those things that I can sit here and tell you, whoa, but I can't really make an excuse. I'm about to get this pizza. My wife asked for pizza. I think we're going to watch either some football, the Niners game's on today, or, and I'm not a Niners fan, but that's just what, is on. And if we can't watch that, we'll probably just find a movie to watch and hang out. But it's Saturday night, and it sucks because it's like, be locked in. Yes, be locked in. But I ordered myself a thin crust. So I ordered her like a medium, and I'm not going to touch that pizza. I'm not going to have one slice. I might have a piece of the marble cookie brownie that I ordered, but she wanted something sweet too. So I might have a piece of that, and I'm a couple pieces of the thin crust, but it's less calories. And I'm going to do some activity. I don't know exactly what it is yet. I might not make it to the gym tonight because I've been gone so long. I need to spend time. We're going to watch a movie, and then I'm going to go to church in the morning. But yeah. I don't know, man. I really want to get to the point where I'm not even like considering eating any pizza, but you know, I've been eating pretty decent all week. Now, next week, I really want to tighten it all up. And I can make excuses and be like, or I can be hard on myself, be like, bro, lock it in. Yes, lock it in, but also, like, I am locking it in. There's a lot of things, I'm also tracking it. I will be tracking the pizza that I eat, even though that is ridiculous. Sounds crazy. It's like, well, don't eat the pizza then, you know? But I'm going to eat the pizza. I'm going to have a couple pieces, and I might not even eat the leftovers, might give the leftovers away, but we're going to have a little home date night tonight. And then the rest of this, so I need to finish off all of this stuff. I need to count inventory, bro. I've had to count inventory for a while, and I just haven't done it. I need to ship out orders, and I need to respond to a lot of customer emails, bro. I've gotten so behind, and then it's so hard to, I'm such a procrastinator, and it's so hard to go and email all these emails. You know, if we got 50 customer emails, that whether they're asking about a product or they're trying to do a return or something, and then my email gets flooded, and then I didn't do it for a couple of days, and I need to do some stuff with the finance reports as well. I've been slacking on that all week because I've been like putting my mind in the system stuff, and then, you know, doing something else, and then, you know, kind of sporadic. But at least with this system, I can track what I'm doing. So I can see where my habits are falling off. I can see what times of the week I'm eating diabolical stuff. And, you know, the good news today is I will still be like decently low on my calories because I only had those eggs for breakfast. And, you know, I might still end up only at 1,500 calories. So I'll still be in a calorie deficit. Ideally, I don't want to have carbs. I want to limit those carbs as much as possible unless it's from like fruit or milk or yogurt or cheese, something like that. Or, you know, some carbs from clean, like the sweet potato that I made and stuff like that. But I'm slowly going to learn in this 90 days how to vlog for you guys and make these videos better so they're not boring. They're not, you know, just me yapping for 70 minutes and I'm not getting any work done. I want to just have a camera set up, maybe even using my real camera, you know, when I get used to it. But right now, I'm trying to just eliminate excuses as much as possible. And I think making it as easy as possible for me with this little camera, with the mic, being able to take it anywhere. I can't make as many excuses. I have to just do it. I have to go through it. I can take this in the gym. It's waterproof, so I can film my cold plunges. And I want to start filming more things that I'm doing, so that way I'm checking them off, but I'm also talking about them through the process. And you probably aren't going to see any of the B-roll stuff where it cuts and has some music. It's just going to be, hey, I'm doing the cold plunge right now. Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. Okay, boom, I like doing the cold plunge, and then I'm going off for 5 minutes with my mindset, you know, thing that I'll do. And then into the next thing. What is the next thing? And it's really to hold myself accountable, man. We can all have accountability partners, but you got to be, it's the same like with our quote, if you don't believe in yourself, who will? It's really, if you don't hold yourself accountable, who will? Because you're the one that sets the standard. You can talk to other people about it. Other people can inspire you. Other people can motivate you or yell at you or get on to you if you're not locked in, or they can tell you about it, or they can be a gym partner and show up with you and help coach you, or you can do it to them and it can help you. But there's nothing in the world like you holding yourself accountable, because you will become so disciplined out of that. And I need that more than anybody, bro. I need that so bad. I struggle with discipline. I struggle with following through or doing the things that I need to do, the things that are necessary in my life. Like just something as simple as working out or stretching every day. My knees hurt. Why? Because I don't stretch. I don't take care of my body. I haven't eaten great for, you know, a couple years. So it's time to change all that stuff, man. And it starts with this. I mean, we're only 6 days in, bro. And I feel a lot better about my life, about the trajectory, because I know that by tracking this growth, I'm going to be able to easily fix the problem or problems, because they're very out there. Like they're in the open, you know. And I kind of go back and forth with the list thing as far as like how I like it how am I trying to say this? Like how dialed I need to be on making sure I check every box on the list. It's just more so me living a more intentional and better life, because right here, like I said, you know, what time I wake up, today is later than any other day this week. I am lighter than I have been at all this, or at any other day this week. Vlog 6, this is a premise. So this is the first time I wrote down, I said this to you guys, like making sure that I talk about longevity, because that's after I read scripture, after I did a couple things in the morning, that's what I was feeling like talking about. So now I can go throughout my day and kind of highlight this topic or this experience or this story or this thing. So I think me having a premise of the day, maybe it's a pop-up. Hey guys, we're going and we're doing this pop-up. This is a last second thing. X, Y, and Z. And I just need to get comfortable doing it, bro, because I won't do it. I will be in here doing it and sitting here talking, but the second I got to go to a pop-up, I'll like get in a shell and not film how I'm supposed to, or not ever release the footage in the way that it should, or just not be consistent after if I did film there. But I have here the exported file name so I can find it if I'm looking to post it, and then the post date scheduled. So this is, the video is done, check mark it, boom. If it doesn't have that, I know I didn't schedule the vlog, because I do that as soon as I schedule it. Then my fitness, I don't necessarily have to do all of these, but I need to do something. You know what I mean? I did walk today, so I'll put that, but I didn't do really anything else. But, all right, man. I'll catch you guys. I appreciate you tuning into this video. Day 6 is almost complete. It was lazy. Tomorrow we're going to try to go to church. Haven't been to church in a while. And
Right now, there's that sense that
I haven't been to church in a while, and it sucks. Like, I really need it in my life. I need other people that, you know, talk about Jesus and not just scrolling on social media all the time and doing it that way, because that sucks. But, yeah, I just need to be in that environment. I need to feel the Holy Spirit move in that environment and kind of catch the vibe in that place. And I really do miss it, man. I miss going as much as I used to. But yeah, I need to do that, and then you know, kind of just get back on it. Like tomorrow, just making sure that I'm kind of dialing it in a little bit and getting back on track. Maybe I try to like fast in the morning. I don't know how I'll end up doing it. Maybe I eat a little later to try to make up for it. Maybe I'll walk a extra half a mile with the weighted vest and then do a cold plunge tomorrow and make sure that I work out to just catch back up and get back on track. Because that's what this is about. I told you guys, longevity is what I'm trying to build. So longevity means that, you know, you aren't just trying to hold yourself accountable to be perfect every day, but you are adjusting with things that happen or mistakes that happen, or, you know, like a meal that I'm planning on eating that's kind of diabolical as far as like pizza and a marble cookie brownie. That's not ideal for somebody that's trying to lose some weight and be healthy, but there is room for it if you are able to adjust other things and you're able to hold yourself accountable. Because I could wake up tomorrow and have that for breakfast, like a cold slice out the fridge with the dough, like the regular dough one. I like that. You know what I mean? But I have to be smart about tomorrow. If I'm gonna play around a little bit today and last night with some extra calories that I don't need, then let me be real smart on Sunday, and then we'll go into Monday really strong and trying not to fall off by the weekend again, you know, and just being intentional about that. I'm excited about it, but I love you guys, man. Hey, wake up tomorrow and lock in with me, man. If you haven't started this 90 days, I don't care what it is. You develop a chart like this if you don't like mine. What are you trying to fix in your 90 days? And like, document the process too, man. Maybe if you complete a 90 days, we'll do something, and by that time I'll be in a position where it makes sense. But I'll send some stuff out to people that are participating. So love you guys. Catch you soon. Okay, so I did eat quite a bit of pizza. I said I wasn't going to work out earlier, but I cannot go out like that after eating that pizza. So I am at the gym. I was going to film some segments of my workout and kind of talk through it and talk about what I've been up to and like what my workout plan is. It's kind of a soft workout plan, but again, I'm trying to start at the bottom with everything and build longevity. So by day 90, of course I'm lifting more weight. You know what I mean? By day 90. But right now, I'm not worried about it as much. I'm more worried about, hey, just do this thing every day. Go through this routine every day and get better. So I do a full body workout. I'm not going to be able to film it in this video because this camera is about to die and this microphone is on red, so you can probably barely hear me right now. Yeah, so maybe I'll show the workout tomorrow. I don't really know how tomorrow is going to go yet because, I don't know, I just need to jump back into my routine. I've really got off it the past day, and it has for sure affected me. I've been waking up at 7 in the morning, which is before my wife and my son. So I get to go on a walk and I get to do things before I have to, help out with my son or, make breakfast or whatever. And I've been eating later too, so that has been helping. But my workout right now, I'm going to skip the treadmill today because I just don't want to be here that long. I am going to do the hot tub and the cold plunge. So I might show a clip or two of that. I don't know yet. And then just do my basic full body routine workout. It shouldn't take very long. It's just like push-ups, leg extension, leg curls, lat pull downs, curls, like bicep curls, tricep extensions, and then squats, and then like shoulder circles with weight. And I'm gonna do the my mobility circuit first. That's what's gonna help me out right here. This is what today I'm just gonna really try to dig into my mobility circuit and try my best to just get my knees activated and my ankles. And today I'm not gonna worry so much about like, oh, I need to lift. So like I'm gonna lift the same thing. I'm doing the same routine, but I just want it to be more simple today, but feel good after. I need to stretch a lot today. So that'll be the bulk of it. But I do have my workout plan. I got this little red folder. In this red folder, it says 90 Day Dreamer on it. This is where we have our day-to-day sheet that I just showed you, but we also have the workout program. So this is just a stupid little program that I made. I barely know anything about fitness, but this is what I said. Doing self-inventory, these are all the things that I need. I need all of those. So I did a Monday through Sunday schedule, and I'll print one of these every week, and I'll fill in the numbers manually. And it'll just keep me on track and be able to see my weight without being distracted. I don't want everything to be on my phone. I like physical things. I like paper. You know what I mean? I feel like I have a bit of an old soul with certain things. I like to write notes. I like to journal. I want to get a flip phone or have a freaking house phone with the dial thing on it because I don't know. I hate how much I'm on social media and how much we have to rely on phones. I don't want to be on the grid like that. But this is the end of the video because the camera's dying, all that. And again, make sure you guys lock in, man. Tomorrow's day 7. That's the Lord's day. Maybe I'll share something that I learned in church or a clip from church. I don't really know yet. But we're gonna get on schedule, bro. By day, if you don't want to see me figuring it out, man, tune back in today, like 18 maybe, and I'm sure I'll have a full system and a way. And the videos are probably gonna be way better too because it'll just be about it'll be the video instead of me talking about and then I can film this and then I can and here's where it will turn into me actually just talking to you guys and in a creative way, using different shots or different angles and being able to show it in a cooler way. Maybe I get better at it or I start being more creative in that. But right now, bro, it's just making the best video is not my priority. Doing the work is, and making sure that I'm documenting at least my mindset. So that's why I'm talking a lot. I'm at least trying to just document where I'm at, my thought process, how I'm thinking about something, and then maybe I'm completely wrong and I get humbled. And then, but the goal is to tell you guys and say, hey, I realized that I just got humbled. I realized I was wrong. I should have tried this, or I just talked to this guy and he told me this. Or maybe, maybe I give it all up, all my business stuff and all that, and the Lord, points me in a different direction. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's not my decision. God has a plan for me, but I'm trying to move my feet and just figure out the direction that I got to move them. So appreciate you guys though. The mic is, you see it's red, so